Las Vegas, and welcome to Face the Tribune with the legendary Rolando Larraz. I'm your co-host, Chris Garcia. I hope everybody had a wonderful, wonderful Christmas break. I know I did. Me and my wife slept for about 3 or 4 days. It was absolutely marvelous. But I hope everybody was safe, and I hope everybody had a good time with their families. Rolando, how you doing? How was your break?
Oh, I forgot my mic. Oh, I'm doing okay.
Good.
A little more restful.
Yes.
Nice Christmas.
Oh, man. We just slept, man. We had a few friends over and just ate and slept and didn't do much, man. Stayed out of that cold. It was really cold over the weekend.
Very cold.
Oh, man.
Very cold. So, the only one that didn't stop it was Donald Trump.
Yeah.
That guy, I wish I know what he's taking, because I tell you, I would like to take the vitamin that he's taking.
Yeah.
Because we was talking at the house the other day. Everybody run the campaign, they win the election, and they go away until inauguration day. This guy start working the next day. You know, the election was on Tuesday. On Wednesday, he was having meetings and meeting with people, appointing people. You know, unbelievable.
Yeah.
So he seems like he's going to be a working president for a change.
Yes.
No more Hawaii, no more golf, no more anything.
Yeah.
I'm very happy.
Yeah.
But now Obama said that if he will run again, he will win. He will beat Donald Trump.
Wow.
I don't know if he wanted to really do that or not. You know, I think, I tell you, until I don't see Donald Trump being the president, and forget about that president-elect, I'm not going to feel secure. I don't want to feel sure that, Obama is not going to pull a trick and put something that will disrumble the whole country. You know, I like to see him live in the White House. I don't know why this guy gave me a bad feeling. You know, but we're gonna have to wait and see what happens.
You've been right about everything else. So, I mean, you would have wanted to say from day one that Trump was going to win, but you've also been very leery about what you think might happen between the inauguration and now. And what do you think that he could possibly pull off to try and do?
I don't know, but I got the feeling that he's really working hard in making Trump look bad.
Yes.
And not really making bad, because every move he makes now is him. But he's gonna make Trump have a more difficult time to, like this vote with the United Nations. Everybody think he did screw up, and even the Jewish people, the Israelis, they said that they have evidence that Obama is the one that created the whole thing. He wants to make everybody pissed off at us. So when, I got the feeling, I never met the guy, but I got the feeling that Barack Obama is a very cynical, double-cross human being, if you can call him a human being. And I believe that right now, in these 24 days we have left before the inauguration, he's going to do everything he can to make it more difficult for
Trump.
Wow. He's doing it. Everything, every move he made is to make the appearance when Donald Trump take over, he's gonna have so many fires to put out that he's not gonna be able to do all the things that he wants to do in the first 90 days or 100 days. I don't know why they always talk about 100 days, but I think then 90 days is more the first 3 months, you know.
Yeah.
You want 3 months and 10 days, that's fine, you know. But, you know, I like to be a little egotistic about, I say many times that I ask people what Harry Reid have done for this state.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody ever can answer me. Now, for the last 2 days, the Review Journal has been writing all the things that Harry Reid have done for the state, you know. And so I guess somebody's answering my questions, you know. But I tell you, I wish both of them, Harry Reid and Obama, will go peaceful. Go relax, enjoy yourself, live with the satisfaction that you serve your country.
Yeah.
Or at least you serve your people.
Right.
You know, maybe you didn't serve your country, but you serve your people, your family, your friends, your supporters. They all came out very good.
Yes.
Harry Reid, family is all situated in the good places, good businesses, good, and Obama have the honor to be, the 44th president?
Yes.
44th president, right? The 44th president of the United States, you know, if he deserves it or not, that's too late now to answer that question, you know, but I believe that whatever it is, he finished his 8 years, just go home, relax, you know.
I don't think they know what else to do, Rolando. I think he's been in politics his entire life. I don't think they know.
Who, Obama?
Harry Reid.
Oh, Harry Reid, yeah.
I don't think he knows what else to do.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about Obama now. Yeah, Harry Reid don't know anything else. You know, he used to be a fighter, you know, a boxer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was a boxer. Too old for that.
Yeah.
Too old.
It's got to be difficult, though, a little bit when you think about Barack Obama. I mean, he's still a relatively young man, you know, and when you reach that plateau of president, what do you do with the rest of your life, you know? He's still in his 50s, I believe, right?
Obama, yeah.
Wow. What do you do? I mean, from here.
I don't even know if he's 50.
Yeah, I think he's 54.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, that's still pretty young, man. What do you do with the rest of your life? I mean, you know, you've been president of the United States. What do you do after that? You know, yeah, that's. I'm sure he's gonna write some books and give some speeches, you know, and whatever. But man, he's got.
They cannot run for office again, right?
No,
not ever.
Never. No.
Oh,
He's done. Yeah.
No, because sometimes when you run, you can put 1 or 2 terms.
Yeah.
In between and run again, you know.
Yeah, once you become president, that's it.
Well, he's going to be making what, 200,000 to 400,000
for the rest of his life. Yeah.
For the rest of his life. Yeah. I mean, if he cannot live with $400,000 a year, I don't know what kind of life he wants to live. And he's gonna have a secretary, he's gonna have a Secret Service, all paid for. Probably the phone bill is paid for. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
All I know that everybody that run for president, they come in and they live with a lot of white hair.
Yes.
Yes. I don't know if I really will. I mean, of course, it will be a very prestigious thing. I am a former president, but they all, and look at these people in the Senate. They all have silver hair.
Yeah.
All of them. I don't understand, but they don't want to leave.
Yeah.
They don't want to leave, so it must be something good over there.
That's right.
I hope that Trump can work it out where they have a time term. What do you call
Term limits.
Term limits.
Yeah.
I hope they can do that, because I think it's really abusing and I think it's a very, very good idea if we can start changing a lot of stuff that Mr. Trump maybe want to change.
Yeah. Now the states, do they have term limits, right, Rolando? Do the states have term limits?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think that would be a good idea too. I think you're right.
Except the judges.
Judges.
Judges don't have term limits. But I believe county commissioners does, city councilman does. I know the governor is 2 terms. The assembly, I think even the sheriff. I'm not sure about the sheriff, but I think even the sheriff is a 2 term or 3 terms. That's the way it should be.
Sure.
If the president, which is the maximum, the higher position anybody can have, I don't know why it's the highest position, because if you start looking at the president, have less power than anybody else.
Yes, they do. You're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah. You're absolutely right.
I think the Senate is probably more powerful than the president, but I don't know.
You're absolutely right. Yeah. The only thing he can really do is veto, and I think I don't know if it was Bush. I think it was Bush to start the president has the ability to pass some laws without having the Senate or Congress agree with them or whatever. But
the executive orders.
Executive orders, because he used that to pass Obamacare, which they're going to try and get rid of. But without that, you're right. I think senators have a lot of power, especially if you're, head of certain departments, and it's that.
Or if you are in the leading party.
Yes.
Like right now, the Republicans can pass anything they want to, and
what do you think they're going to do in the first 100 days? Do you think that they're going to try and push things through, or do you think that there's even going to be infighting amongst the Senate and the House and Donald Trump? Do you think that there's still some wounds that need to be healed, that they're not going to?
Well, according to that senator from, I think she's a senator from California. What's her name?
It's not Barbara or something, is it?
No, the other one. There's a Barbara, but there's another lady from California. She's the minority leader, I think, now.
Mhm.
And oh, she's another Harry Reid, but
Not Pelosi.
Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi says she is going to go against every appointment that Donald Trump made.
Yeah. Mm.
But I don't know if it's going to do any good because the Senate is controlled by the Republicans now.
Yes. Yes.
And I believe that the House is also controlled by Republicans
Yes.
now, I
Both.
believe.
Both.
So I don't know how good, I don't know how much power can she have.
Yeah.
But that woman is mean.
Yes,
She's
she is.
mean.
Yes, she is. Yes.
Regardless.
Yeah, I think they're gonna fight Trump on everything that he tries to
Yeah.
do as hard as they possibly can. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, she's a nut, Nancy Pelosi.
So, you know, it's like I said before, he's a winner.
Yes, he is.
He is a winner. He's going to go and he's going to do a good job. And he's going, you know, he don't need that job that he got now that much. And I know that in 4 years from now, in both sides, it's going to be a lot of people running, thinking, so I hope he do a good job for everybody to be happy with him and to make sure that everybody is covered.
Yes.
And everything else. I believe it will be difficult to take him off, you know. But I believe that it's important for the better of the country that he do good, and then it's gonna make the people who start voting against all his rules and all his appointments and everything appointments, it's going to look bad to them.
Yeah. What do you think about this local rule? I was talking about this Friday a little bit, Rolando, about the casino starting to charge tax for parking up on the strip.
Oh, I wrote about that. I think that's stupid. That's why I called, you know. We should welcome back the mafia.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, these corporations are not good. They're destroying this town, you know. And it is very, very, very aggravating to see how can you charge somebody that is going to go in there and gamble and maybe lose $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, and this is the people who driving here. You know, other people come in a plane. How can you charge somebody that? I saw that happen at the Sands Hotel when Howard Hughes bought the Sands. The guy was losing about $20,000. I don't remember exactly how much money he was losing, but all I know is that his wife was there and she asked for a pack of cigarettes. And they charged her $10 for a pack of cigarettes.
Nice.
You know, the guy's losing $20,000, $30,000. And the cigarette girl told me, said, I'm sorry, I just new rules. I said, no, it's not your fault. So he gave him a 20 and said, here.
Wow.
$10 tip for a pack of cigarettes. It's not too bad, but that's not the point. The point is that the house should not be charging him $10 for a pack of cigarettes when he already losing $20,000.
I wonder will it hurt the valet guys?
Of course it's gonna hurt.
Jeez.
They're gonna charge you. Well, I don't know the way they put it in. They put $13 price. So if they pay $13, they pay with a 20. They might tell the guy keep the 7.
Yeah.
But some of those guys making $10, $15 a night a car.
Yeah.
You know. Remember, they used to pay $10,000, $15,000 for those jobs in the old days.
Yeah.
You know, I think I don't know. I think this is the end of Las Vegas. I don't believe there should be. It's disrespectful to charge somebody to park.
Absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely.
And I mean, if they wanted to charge to park in the general parking, maybe that's fine because it's a lot of people that go to Caesar's Palace and they park at the Flamingo and they're walking across the street or vice versa. But if you are valet parking should not be. I don't know what the union is saying about that.
That's a good question. Yeah, I think it's ridiculous. That's what I did my show on Friday, and I just think that's ridiculous. I was talking to a friend of mine that works on the Strip, and he said he thinks it's gonna just affect even more. It's gonna be even less people coming to the casinos, and he was like, the numbers are already down, and they're struggling to put people in those rooms, and then you're gonna have to pay for parking. That's $20 more out of their pocket that they would have used for something else at the casino. So I think it's just ridiculous, man. I think it's a joke. I think these corporations that have taken over these casinos just have lost touch with the average person. I think it's ridiculous. I really do.
But I saw that coming. I saw that coming since I always believed that Howard Hughes was one of the main people to destroy this town. I find Howard Hughes very, very anti. First of all, to be honest with you, call me crazy if you want to, but my name is Rolando anyway. I believe that Howard Hughes didn't exist.
Really?
I think Howard Hughes didn't exist. Howard Hughes was the government. I mean, he existed at one time, but I think he was dead when he started buying all these casinos in Las Vegas. And that's another thing that it made me hold on to that. Is he bought 5 hotels, 6 hotels, and then when he went to buy the Landmark, they didn't let him because he was going to be too much control of the, And now look at Caesar's Palace; they own 9 casinos. Harrah's own 10 casinos. But I think Howard Hughes was taken over by the government. That's how people lose money over here, and then they go back home, and they don't report the loss or the winning, and the IRS know about it.
Yeah.
It's been cases like that. I don't know specifically what cases.
How they know about that? Yeah, it's what they do.
I mean, to me, Howard Hughes, and look at he got generals, General Nigel, General Barron, General, I forgot the other general. He got all those generals in charge of this, in charge of that. It looked to me like it's a government entity. But people think I'm crazy. people think, then, what is she laughing about?
I guess because our producer went to make herself comfortable on the.
Oh. No, I think she's texting you.
No.
That's what it is. You know, don't start talking behind my back now. Stop that. You know, there's 2 against 1 here. I don't know. I don't know if I like that. You know, but no, I've loved you know, and what I wanted to know. You might know this. Can a regular citizen, an average, everyday citizen, can go and ask to see the books on the county or in the city or? I wanted to know where.
I don't know if that's under the Freedom of Information Act. It might be. I like to find. I'm going to find that out myself. I'd like to know if you can. I'm not sure if you can or not. Yeah.
I would like to do that. I would like to know. You know, one of the biggest ripoff we have in the city is the parking meters.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they have such a control now. Just a few years back, I'm not talking about the old days, just a couple of years ago, you can go to the parking meter, you see how much time is there,
mm-hmm.
and maybe you like to put another quarter or don't put anything because
mm-hmm.
you only, but now with these new parking meters, you don't know how much time is left in the meter.
Yeah.
So you are forced to put money in there anyway.
Yeah.
I think that is wrong.
Yes. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, the city is always thinking about ways to make money. Always. Always. I don't like these new meters either, but you know, everything's smart.
They spent $1.4 million in buying some things. And
that's crazy.
They don't tell you where that money go or where that money came from to buy those parking meters. You know, it might be paid for already. Where is the money?
That's right.
Because all they do is they asking for money more and more and more and more.
That's it.
Worse than an ex-wife.
What do you think? Have you heard any more about sanctuary cities? Have you heard any more about the UNLV campus or what they're going to do about that?
No, I haven't heard anything else, but I hope they forget about that stupid thing because, you know, I believe then it's wrong what they're doing. It is wrong, you know. You want to have harmony. You want to have what do you call that? I guess it's harmony.
Amnesty.
Harmony. You know, you don't.
Yeah, they want the illegals want amnesty. They want to be here, you know, and you know, I think it's ridiculous. I don't think UNLV. What do these colleges have to do with it?
Yeah.
You know, these are state-run, you know, institutions that the taxpayers are paying for. How do they get to decide if they're going to be a sanctuary campus or a sanctuary school how do they get to determine that? They're inside the city. They're inside the state. They're inside the United States of America. How can they just decide that their college is going to be a sanctuary?
I can't believe that the American people. I agree. I cannot believe that the American people can agree with something like that or defend something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think
I meant to ask the judge Friday. Did we ask him about that? The judge that we had on Friday, what was his name?
Cedric Kearns.
I was going to ask him about that. What does he think about that?
Well, it's very difficult to ask these people that are running for office.
Yeah.
Because first of all, Munich courts have nothing to do with immigration whatsoever. But I believe the Munich court have no jurisdiction over immigration, and I believe that even the court system, any court system, they don't have any jurisdiction over immigration. That's a federal state, federal thing, you know. It's so difficult.
You're listening to Face the Tribune with Rolando Larraz. I'm your co-host, Chris Garcia. It's 58 degrees in Las Vegas today. And once again, one of our proud sponsors is Mailed by Renee. If you'd like to have a wonderful, wonderful downtown address right off 10th and Charleston, you can come in and see CN. And for $10 a month, she can get you started. And you will have a mailing address. And it is $10 a month. The number, 702-626-0716, 702-626-0716. That is Mailed by Renee. And for $10 a month, you can have a wonderful downtown Las Vegas address. And if you would like to call in and talk to us live from 12 to 1 o'clock, Monday through Friday Pacific time, the number is 702-983-0711. And you can call in and you can be a part of Face the Tribune. And we stream live on radiotribune.com Monday through Friday from 12 to 1 o'clock. Yeah, it's amazing what they're doing. I haven't heard much about what they're doing with the stadium. Have you heard anything about the stadium, Rolando, lately?
No, but I understand that they keep trying, but Oakland doesn't want to let the Raiders go.
Yeah.
Raiders, what do you call it? Raiders?
Yeah.
Raiders, whatever. You know, and I don't know. I have to see that before to make sure that I gotta make sure that it's gonna happen, because I don't think it's gonna happen. A lot of times they do that.
Yeah.
They pretend they want to come over here so they can get a better deal over there somewhere. You know.
Yeah.
I don't believe that we should have that stadium at all. I don't believe.
How much do they want the taxpayers to pay, and how much do they want to be responsible for?
It's not necessarily how much is it. It's only a 3% room tax. Something like that, 3 or 5% room tax. So that means they think it's only for tourists to be paying for that. But my point is, why do they have to do that? Why cannot they just go ahead and make every casino should put it. How many casinos are there? 19 casinos?
On the strip?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Sienna, would you look that up for us? How many casinos are on the strip?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
If every casino put $1 billion, you got all the money you need to have the stadium, and then they can split the profit.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Yes.
You know, every casino put somebody in there, like the old days with the mob. Families come here, they open a place, and they put their own overseas, but I don't see any reason why we have to pay for it. I don't think the tourists are going to come over here and lose money in the crab room, in the crab table, or in the 21 table, even the slot machines, you know. And I don't see
70.
70?
70, that's what it says.
No, it can't be 70 building.
It says 70, maybe that's hotels. It says 73 properties. Las Vegas Strip, 73 properties.
Wow. Wow. Mercy.
I don't think so.
Wow.
Look, SLS, Circus, Riviera Region, Frontier. No, I don't think it's
Luxor, Excalibur.
No, but you have to go in line.
Yeah.
Start over there. You start with Mandalay Bay, right? That's the last one?
Okay, so in this other site says 31 casinos call the strip home.
Okay, so that must be 31.
Strip
31.
casinos. It says 31 strip casinos.
31 strip casinos. There you
So,
go. That's a lot. That's enough to pay for
31 billion dollars.
$31
You can make the biggest, stadium in the whole universe.
Yeah.
And they all have a piece of the action, and that's it. But they are too greedy, and they think that we can. They think we can put the money for them to make the money.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's wrong.
Yeah.
I don't think it is. And this is what bothers me.
Mm-hmm.
It bothers me when they think that the people are too stupid, too dumb to do anything on their own.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this saying that we have to pay the business license in Los Angeles. We have to pay the tickets from the parking tickets in Arizona. Why? Is nobody here honest? Is nobody here intelligent enough to be able to collect the money and give the city whatever they need to? Why?
Yeah, why do we have to go back
I'm
there?
interested in that job. I like to open that place. Give me the money and I open the place.
Yeah.
That's all.
That is a good question. Very good question.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah. All states should open up something like that. If you have a ticket from another state, you pay it, you're home, they send the money, and vice versa. If it happens in another state, they send the money back to Nevada. So, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I would like to open a collection agency over here. I would like to know what it takes to open a collection, collect the business license, and take a piece of the action and give the rest to the city, and we don't have to go outside.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem with this city. They all want to do it because in the old days, everything you have to do, you have to go to LA to get it.
Yeah.
I guess they got used to that.
Yeah.
But I think it's important that we start managing our own.
Yes.
I don't see why they don't have, like I told Consummate Beers the other day when he was here, and he realized what I was saying. In the old days, you have a business in the city, you pay city license. You don't have to pay the state license for anything, But somebody greedy enough wanted to do it that way, and nobody say nothing. That's the problem. People don't want to talk. People don't want to make waves. People don't want to upset the people that work for you. Well, I'm sorry. If you don't like the way the city is, just walk away. That's all.
Absolutely.
But it's not those parking meters are as good as the slot machines. You know.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And boy, those meter maids sure drive around, don't they, checking them? I mean, my goodness. They drive around in circles, boy, they wait for somebody to park in one of those spots without beating that machine. Those tickets are high, too, those little parking tickets. It's ridiculous. Ooh-wee. Mercy, mercy, mercy. Mercy. Yeah, buddy. So you stayed warm for Christmas? You just stayed inside?
Yeah, stay inside. Stay in bed.
That's a good thing.
I didn't even get up to eat.
No?
They brought me the food to the bed. I had a big television set, and I watched Cops, and I watched Law and Order all day long. All day long. I couldn't believe it.
You don't strike me as the kind of person that watches Cops all day long. You watch Cops? You like it? Law and Order is a great show, isn't it?
It is.
Oh my goodness.
It is. But I don't like the show where that guy, Vincent, I don't know his last name, he's the only show that has his name on the, everybody else don't have it. You know, Nelson Sandelli, the guy that was here, I don't know if you saw him or not, his daughter worked in that show.
Yeah. The guy that was here that we met with his wife.
Yeah.
Oh, his daughter works on that show.
The daughter is the one that worked, she had what's her name, Mariska. Yeah, I know you're talking that's
about.
His daughter.
Hardigay.
Eh?
Mariska Hardigay?
I think so. Yeah, that's his daughter.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he's, she's good. I like the show when she's on.
Yeah,
I don't
excellent. She's one of my favorite actors. She is excellent, Rolando. I watched the movie when we was over Christmas. I didn't know much about the history of the Dominican Republic. I'm sure you know more about it. I was watching about the story of the dictator. What was his name? Trujillo?
Trujillo?
Yeah, that was excellent. It was an excellent movie, man.
Really? It's a movie about him?
It was about I forget her name, but she was one of the people responsible for taking him down. She was like the first female lawyer in the Dominican Republic, and she led an opposition to him. They wound up beating her to death. And I heard, like in most Latin countries, that's like the national day against violence against women. It's like November the 25th or something like that. But she led the revolution against him, and 6 months before he was executed, he was shot in the back of the head. Her and her family were killed.
You know who?
You
know who killed him?
Who?
His best friend.
Oh wow. Maybe that was the guy. Was he like the head of the military or something like that?
Something like
that.
Yeah. He was the only person that Trujillo trust.
Wow.
That was a beautiful country before while he was in charge. Very beautiful.
Yeah, they were showing
very
beautiful.
Clean, yes. Very. You can eat in the streets. You can eat.
Yeah.
You know, I tell you, I was sitting at the hotel terrace in one of those lounge chairs. I was relaxing, and Trujillo was standing about that far from me.
Wow.
With Batista, the president of Cuba. And Trujillo was looking and he said, you know, if you would have done in your country what I do here, you would not be here today. And Batista said, well, what are you doing here then I didn't do over there? He said, well, I tell you what, if you're against me, I kill you. And then I kill your family so they don't suffer. And I kill your children so they don't cry for you. and I cleaned the whole family.
That's what he did.
Whoa! I went like this, pretending like I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. He was, but he was. We have to realize one thing: Latin American countries are very much in need of dictatorial regimes. It doesn't have to be, dictators doesn't have to be communist or socialist. Mm-hmm. It can be a democrat dictatorship, but we need somebody to guide us. We need somebody to guide us in the right direction. We are too crazy. We are too, every time you see a government that is a dictatorship, they're doing good. Except Costa Rica. Costa Rica always doing good, and it is a democracy. But I tell you, I don't see anything wrong with having a strong arm leading a country, because look at Cuba. The Cuban money was worth a penny more than the dollar in the 50s. 57, 58. We have television in Cuba before they have it in the United States. Cuba was the most profitable, the most efficient, the most wealthy country in Latin America in 1958. We have all these casinos over there, all these casinos that you see here in Las Vegas now. I always believed that if it wasn't for Fidel Castro, Las Vegas would not be what it is today.
Yeah. Because everybody would go to Havana.
Everybody would go there because it was nice weather, nice woman, and a lot of freedom, and the most important is no IRS. So I believe that I believe that Las Vegas owes the wealth that we have here now to Fidel Castro. That's my personal opinion, but I can be wrong. What do I know?
No, you're right.
But I believe that unfortunately that's the way human beings are. You have so much, you want more. You want more, you want more than that. And that's what happened, hold on. I'm going to make money now, and then next year, okay, it's my turn now, want to stay in there and don't want to give it up.
Wasn't he backed though, Fidel, at first by the American government?
Huh?
Was he backed by the American government at first, Fidel Castro?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It wasn't backed by the American government, but it was supported by the American government. Fidel Castro was getting the help from the United States by Guantanamo Base. Yeah. The same Guantanamo Base that now he wants to take away from the United States. But Fidel Castro, Batista used to come here to the United States to buy arms, to buy guns, ammunition, to fight Fidel Castro, and the United States government used to sell them the guns and the arms and the rifles and everything else, and then when they was gonna ship it back to Cuba, they confiscate it and they give it to Fidel. This country is always, the government of this country is always good to betray their allies.
Yes.
They did it with Marcos Pérez Jiménez, the president of Venezuela. You know, Pérez Jiménez was a great president for the Venezuelan people. Really? Already? Oh my God. Every time I'm talking about Venezuela, you make me to shut up.
I want to finish. Go ahead.
He was a graduate from West Point.
Mm-hmm.
He speaks English as good as any Native American. And they betray him to get a card-holding communist, Romulo Betancourt, to replace him. You know, and this is what I can never understand about this government. We have so much to fix in here. Why are we getting involved with somebody else?
Absolutely.
Why do you think Batista left Cuba? Batista left Cuba because the American ambassador told him, you know, and I don't know why we're listening. I don't know why any of those countries listen to what, you know, the American ambassador told. It's about time. I think it's better if you leave. So, Batista was an ally of this. Batista, no, forget about Batista. Cuba, the government of Cuba under Batista was an ally of this country. Socially, economically, educationally, everything. You know, and this country betrayed him and betrayed Betancourt, betrayed Pérez Jiménez, and betrayed Somoza. Remember Somoza, the famous Somoza with Oliver North?
Yes. Wow.
They was giving money to the rebels. That was the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because they always get the wrong advice. They always get the wrong advisors. You know, that's the problem. But now we're going to have a good president. Now, in 23 days and a half, we're going to have a best president in a long time.
Yes. Absolutely.
So, with that said,
thank you for listening today. Face the Tribune with the legendary Rolando Larraz. I'm your co-host, Chris Garcia. We will see you again tomorrow, 12 to 1 o'clock Pacific time. And again, you can call in 702-983-0711. You learn something every day when you watch the show, and we talk about so many different issues. Thank you for watching today. God bless America. God bless
you
our
have
troops.
a show coming up?
I have a show coming up. Chris Garcia, the Conservative American. Stay tuned to watch that. And once again, God bless our troops all over the country, and Godspeed to Donald Trump. 23 more days. See you.